Hello everyone. So this is my first video in a long time. This is also like the first time I've been playing PvP in months and months, and I've just gotten onto my Powertech. This is actually the second match after coming back from my hiatus, if you want to say. So the first match didn't go so well. I was just getting into the groove of things and I didn't really play objective. So overall I did do quite a good amount of damage, but this was me fine-tuning my gear and seeing what changes I've missed out on the Powertech. With the changes to gearing, it was easy for me to get at least up to 332 gear rating with hide and seek. And then this is me testing out the new tactical changes for the energy load tactical, power load tactical. Doing some research, they don't really recommend it though, but I like it because the real shot just instantly procs the thermal detonator, so I think that's a nice thing. So this video is basically more of me going through what my thought process is for this warzone, which I felt like this was a good video to do it on, because it was more of me using game sense and my experience instead of just raw damage to win this warzone and survive. So right off the bat, I've never met, I do not know any of these people, so I immediately thought getting to this match that some of these guys were actually going to bait me because of the conversation I just had in chat, where it's like they said things which I didn't say. So I made sure to like not go in first, and I decided to just not go with that team. If they decide to go to another objective, I will not trust to go with that team. So yeah, the first person that I just opened up on was definitely the first person who jumped into our team and overextended. So at this point, like, I've already used up my opener and this guy is still on a sliver of health, surviving for quite a long time, and then jumped to 30% HP, which immediately told me that there is a healer somewhere. I was pretty focused on still trying to kill this person, so I did not have the sense to look for the healer, even though I know there was a healer alive. But luckily one of my teammates did mark the healer, so I immediately, after that killing the PT, got onto the actual healer. And keeping the healer distracted, pressured, interrupting his heals will also put a lot of pressure on the rest of the team, because even if my team is not focusing on the healer, they can do damage to the enemies and somebody will die eventually. Either the healer focuses on healing himself and kiting me, or one of his teammates just dies or whatever. So eventually the healer gets away. I decide to whittle down somebody else. The healer finally dies. Normally when there's somebody with low on HP, the team just automatically tends to focus fire. But all through this duel, you can realize that I try to stay on the outside perimeter of the enemy's AoEs and make sure that I'm not totally in the center. Positioning is key, and part of the reason why the healer on the enemy team died was because they were out in the open, so it's very noticeable. If they were like hiding behind the stairs or something, they'll be much harder to find. And that is the thing about being a healer in a war zone. Like, sometimes you have to focus more on kiting than actually healing and keeping yourself alive. So every time the healer comes, I try to apply focus to the healer, and then once that is done, as my role as a PT, I always try to as I play PT, I always try to peel so I can see that there's a Marauder just attacking the mercenary. So mercenaries do not like people in close range, so I try to peel. At the same time, that was my healer as well, so that provided extra benefit for me, because peeling allows for the healer to actually focus on healing me as well. So over here, there's nothing you can really do. Couldn't really do anything about this. Apparently a concealment operative just opened up on me, and if you are the target of a stealther with their full rotation ready while fighting somebody else, I don't think you would have time to react. Actually, no. With my ping, I definitely can't react, but most people, I think, can. So after respawning, I took a look at what is the overall state of the other turrets. I saw somebody was injured, was getting attacked at jungle, so it was important for me to get here and clear it out before heading back to mid, especially considering that we've capped both sides. So now's the time where enemies would heal to either get relic or to get to jungle and hold their position. So as you can see, the healer, I do not know what this healer is trying to do. Just came in alone. The healer like overextends by himself a lot, as you notice in this round. But after clearing jungle, we go back to mid. And there was only 2 people left, so it was pretty easy to just clear it up and get mid. Now is the time to basically tell where's the attack gonna come to next. If you see nobody, if you see like only one person here in mid, then automatically assume that one of your other objectives is getting attacked. So as soon as I kill the healer again, I immediately run to jungle because I expect jungle. And as you can see, I quickly typed it out in general chat instead of off chat that there was an attack. So I just typed in J. Sun Tzu actually typed out the number as well to see basically J3 or J4, basically the location and the number tells you how many enemies you have. And obviously the first thing my top process is to always go for the peel. So anybody is low, I'll try to go for the peel on the enemy and clear off whoever I can. So you would see that every time like a Juggernaut or a Marauder focuses on one of my teammates, I always pop a taunt. Yes, one of the things as an APPT is, even though you're not tanking, taunts are very effective. Allowing you taunting for your teammates allows you to peel for them, and keeping them up allows you to be in advantage of outnumbering your teammates. If my teammate is killed and I'm your 1v1, you never know, the guy could still turn it around and have extra DCDs and just kill you as well. So trying to keep your teammates alive with taunts and keeping the man advantage in your favor is always important. As you can see, I'm always trying to keep on the outskirts of the fight, not try to stay right in the middle of the melee people. Like trying to keep a 50-meter range is another tactic for the APPTs or any Powertechs. So this next fight that you're about to see is a pretty important one. So I try to peel away the gunslinger so that he couldn't apply pressure to the rest. But he rolled away, and I used my Neuro Trigger while he was at range, because my Neuro Trigger basically gave me a defense chance to mitigate his wounding shots, which was a weapon damage. After that, I'm trying to kite around the tree until my hydraulic override came off cooldown so that I could go away and focus on somebody else and do the peel. So coming here, peeling for my teammate and eliminating this teammate freed up my teammate to help me on the gunslinger. So this actually left me a pretty tight spot, but because I did the peel and not try to do a 1v1, my teammate is there to just kill off the gunslinger. Anyway, this was just a new style of putting my videos. I wanted to see if it will be useful to you guys, so leave your feedback in the comments whether you like it or you prefer to go back to my old type of videos that I used to post. Anyway, this is the end for this match with just one last enemy who just burst down.
Enemy's falling back. You did it.
Alright guys, see ya and look out for my next video.